Hello and welcome to Good Morning Lancaster.
It's Friday the 13th and university has officially begun.
Today we're going to be joined by Michael Mander, Associate Editor of Scan.
So stay tuned, it's 11 o'clock and you're watching Good Morning Lancaster.
Welcome back. I'm Craig Underwood.
And I'm Siri Humperpour. Thank you for joining us today.
Let's bring you up to date with the latest news headlines.
So last Thursday it was announced that Lancaster University would be partnering with Gary Neville and the footballing class of 92 to create a separate Manchester campus. This new university branch will offer degrees in sports, business and media management, which should attract around 6,500 students by 2028.
Also last week, it was reported that the government is planning to slash tuition fees. The Sunday Times broke the news of the proposals to have tuition fees at £7,500 in an attempt to restore Conservative popularity with younger voters after they lost 47% of their vote share of 18 to 24-year-olds in June.
Also, the Sugar House is pleading to students after the letters S and U from the Sugar House sign was stolen during Freshers' Week. As a result, the club are going to have to get another sign which should be harder to destroy or to take.
On Tuesday, it was World Mental Health Day even, with many people sharing stories of their struggles with mental health. This year, there was a focus on mental health in the workplace, and the university wanted to raise awareness here in Lancaster by having a stand in Alex Square with all the college wellbeing officers.
Researchers here at Lancaster have conducted a study in partnership with the University of Exeter, which found that the Hollywood effect helps wildlife. The researchers say that the conservation scientists could work with filmmakers to boost conservation and raise awareness of endangered species.
And this month it is Black History Month, which annually celebrates Black history, arts and culture. So far there have been many events on campus, such as Africa in the Square and the Union Black exhibition.
Last night was the Student Media Summit where all the students were introduced to the medias on campus, but even if you missed last night's event, just contact us on our Facebook pages or our email addresses. And as you might have noticed, Craig is a fresh new face here to LA1 TV. So Craig, you came to our Media Summit yesterday.
I did. So I came yesterday to the summit, and the following morning, here I am presenting live.
Exactly. We've kind of just thrown you into the deep end here
a little bit. Yeah, just give me an iPad and a microphone and it'll be fine.
I think you're doing great. Can I just put that out there? You are doing incredible for a first time. Is this your first time presenting anything?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I am very impressed. Like your newsreader voice is on point. We'll create the Craig Underwood fan page on Facebook.
You should.
Link it to our main LA1 TV page as well.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. But yeah, today, Friday the 13th.
It is. It's Friday the 13th, and I have a bit of a story.
Oh, do tell.
I do, and it explains why my hand looks like this. I don't know if it can. Yeah, you can see I have several, I think 8 different plasters on my hand, and in total about 11 different cuts. So basically, it was a rainy morning, and where I live there are a lot of cobblestones and a lot of damp leaves on the pavement as well. I was walking out of my house with a smoothie cup that I usually take in a mason jar, which is obviously made of glass. So I slip on the road on the opposite side of my house, and this glass smashes all over the ground. My friend asks me if I'm okay. And I think I'm fine, I thought, oh, I've just had a fall, but, my leg seems to be fine. I look at my hand, however, and it is covered in blood. There is blood pouring down my hand, dripping down my arm. It was not a pretty sight, I can say that now.
Good Friday the 13th
Good
story.
Friday the 13th
I haven't had
story.
anything yet.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
okay. Yeah,
touch wood. Touch.
Keep our fingers crossed for you, Craig.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So fantastic. Shall we move on?
We'll move on.
We're going to shortly be joined by Michael Mander to talk about Scan. But first, here is a look at the highlights from Freshers Week last week.
This is a Sunday of Arrivals weekend and we are ready to welcome all the new students to campus with a special Freshers edition of the show. Disco Pistol!
Disco Pistol!
I like that option. I'm like going to take that. I'm going to claim that option.
Yeah,
Disco Pistol. What kind of flat are you hoping for? An outgoing one, a chilled one?
Mix is always good, but you know, a few who like to go out would be good and would be nice.
You can show them your way.
I can.
Yeah, I like the campus. It's just a nice looking area. Just because it was close and it gets really good reviews and things.
How are you feeling about your moving in day?
Incredibly unorganised and unprepared. Yeah, I left my wallet at home, so.
Oh no!
No, yeah, that's not good.
What college are you in?
Ay, I am the truth. Ay, I am the wisdom of the fallen. I'm the youth. Ay, I am the greatest. Ay, this is the proof. Ay, I work hard, pray hard, pay dues. Ay, I transform with pressure. I'm hands-on with effort. I fell twice before. My bounce back was special. Let downs will get you, and the critics will test you. But the strongest survive. Another scar may bless you.
Don't give up.
No, no.
Don't give up. No. We're here at Freshers Fair Part 2. We're going to head into the Great Hall right now and see what stalls are on and see what they have to offer us. Let's go. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest, I love you. Let's have a look around what stalls that are here today in the Student Union Room.
Hey, we're not on air, are we?
We are filming right now for LA1 TV.
For what?
For LA1 TV, it's our website.
Oh, I wrote one.
We are now joined by Michael Mander, Associate Editor of Scan. Thank you for joining us today.
Anytime.
Yeah. So let's start off with the Media Summit. How did it go for you guys at Scan?
Yeah, it went really well. Loads of people turned up, so it was good to see everyone there.
Yeah.
Chance to talk about Scan and what we do. Obviously, you were there as
Yeah,
well,
we
talking
were
about
there.
LA1. But yeah, so it was really nice to see so many people there, so many fresh faces
Yeah.
who wanted to write for us. And hopefully there'll be a lot of people doing Scan or all 3 student medias, or 4 student medias, take to cinema as well.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
that does count as well. So you mentioned that you've got a lot of new faces coming in.
Yeah.
How can people get involved?
Yeah, so we don't like you guys, we're not just one thing. We're multiple sections, and so sections have their own meetings. They've got their own Facebook groups. So if you know what you want to write, you can join your section's Facebook group. So we've got Scan News, Scan Comment, Scan Lifestyle, and all the others. You can go to their meetings as well for the individual sections, and we also have a general Scan members page, and you can get in touch with any of us if you just have any questions.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so how often do the newspapers come out then?
So we have a print edition every 3 weeks.
Yeah,
And
this is one of them.
We're always online.
Yes. Our prop.
And
so
we
is this your first publication?
Yeah, this is our first one. So this is our week 0 edition. Comes
Yeah.
out on Welcome Week, so we're working on this over summer.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a few more this term, and then it's every 3 weeks.
Cool. Yeah.
Fantastic. So in the newspaper, what sort of sections do you have? What do you?
I'll tell you what sections
Yeah,
we have
here we go.
exactly.
That's it.
So we've got news, which is obviously the news stories. Comment, which is a chance for our writers to talk about how they're, perceiving the news and their opinions on things like that. Then we've got Carolyn, which is our pull-out magazine that doesn't actually pull out. And there we've got arts and entertainment. Screen, which is new for this year.
Yep.
It's all about TV and gaming and stuff like that. Music, which tends to be really popular. Fashion and beauty and lifestyle. And then outside of Carolyn at the back, we've got business and sports.
Oh, so
there's the
there's
sections.
plenty
Something
for
for
people
everyone,
to get
really.
involved there.
Fantastic. So what are the big stories? What have you covered so far? Maybe not just in edition 0, as you said, but
Yep.
maybe in the past as well.
So in this issue, our lead story is obviously the Lancaster app,
Yeah.
and the thing about Lancaster tracking. So they're not actually tracking, but we interviewed people from Lancaster and people from the registry, talked about Lancaster, what it is and what it's doing. So now it's going to check if students are or aren't at their lectures. So we thought it was a bit. So we went with our headline as Lancaster will be watching you, which turned some heads. Angered some people in ISS, which is always what we aim to do. We also have a comment piece inside as well, which is anonymous, but it's someone responding to the Lancaster tracking, saying they think it's a little bit creepy and a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read Subtext as well, which is the university sort of staff equivalent of Scan, bit of a tongue-in-cheek news thing that they publish online. They also did something responding to this. Where they said,
responding to your article?
not directly responding to it, but they went with the headline, Big Brother is not watching you, in kind
Oh,
of a...
the
so a little bit of a...
Is there a rivalry? Do you?
No.
No,
Well, I
no. It's
don't
friendly
know.
rivalry.
I don't really know the people that write Subtext. A bit mysterious.
They may have that rivalry with you, but you're...
I'm just so
living
sure that
life.
our content is better.
Yeah.
That there's no rivalry.
I mean, this is so relevant for students right now because every single lecture that I've gone to or seminar, people have been talking about this new system. And I'm not going to lie, the response hasn't been great. No one is happy with this.
No, and in this
even the
article
lecturers,
as well.
like it's not just the students, it's the lecturers as well who have had something to say about this.
Yeah, and we talk about the new impact it's going to have on international students as well.
Yeah.
Because one of the conditions of their visa depends on attendance.
Oh,
So if they miss a certain number of sessions, they could be at risk of losing their visa or having consequences there.
Wow,
So in this article
okay.
we talk about how that's changing now that every single session is tracked,
Yeah.
whereas before it was just seminars.
Oh wow, so there are
Yeah,
high
so there's
stakes for
more
this,
than, it's
this
more
new
than just a
system.
bit of a nuisance for us. There's
Yeah.
there's a bit more of a serious side to it as well.
Yeah. Oh.
So was it this wanting to get to put news stories out there? Was that what you wanted to do? Why you joined the
So
newspaper?
I've
Was
always
it-
written news before.
Okay.
I was associate editor, so now I kind of cover all the bases, all the sections. But I was always interested in the news most of all, and having the sort of big stories that other people are talking about, other people are interested in. So things like last year with the higher education research bill, that was a really big one for us in the general election as well. So we just like to have front pages that are bringing new stuff that like students might not know about, things that people want to pick up and find out more about. So in the next edition, I know we've got some really interesting stories that people are going to want to read. Pick up your copy of Scan. So I think that's what it's all about really. Investigating things, getting to the bottom of things, bringing a new perspective for students and making stuff that people want to read. And if you like making stuff that people want to read, join Scan.
Can you give any cheeky hints as to what these stories
Any
might
spoilers?
be next time?
If I could remember. we've got some good stuff in music and Carolyn, which we always have. So music this week had an interview with Wolf Alice, which was really cool. Don't know who that is, but apparently someone significant
Someone very
in
cool.
the music world.
Yeah, I think I've heard of Wolf Alice. Yeah.
Him or her or
Is it a band?
They.
Is it a band?
I think
Them?
I feel like it's a band. They're a band.
We're being told from the gallery.
Our producer has confirmed it's
Well,
a band.
they're big
Yeah.
for people who are into music.
Yeah, okay.
And we have an interview with them, which is really cool, and he's got more cool music content. There's Connor Giblin's our music editor, he's really good. He gets a lot of writers as well, because people love interviewing bands and talking to artists. Screen, obviously we've got loads of writers there as well, so people really interested in reviewing films and reviewing stuff on Netflix. In terms of the news content, we have a few good stories that we're really happy with. We're doing a follow-up in business on the Spine article that got a lot of attention last year, where we said about Pete Settles losing 17% of their business due to the Spine development. So obviously that bit of the Spine's back open now. So we've caught up with Pete Setter and we're talking to a few other people who have been affected by this disruption. I think, like, it's pain having to walk in the rain. But for those businesses that now have their entrances closed off by the development, they're really being impacted too. And we're kind of asking, is the university doing enough for them? But we have got that in the next issue. So if you were interested in the previous one, which got loads of views, the next one should be a good follow-up.
Sorry.
Yeah, I will. When is that issue out?
It comes out not next Monday, the Monday after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the print
You've got
deadline.
time to read the current one.
Yes.
Plenty of time to read the current one. Time, even if you want to write something in the next edition, you have time to come to one of us and get your article in. Who do I address that to?
Wherever. And where can they pick this up?
At the minute, it's available in all the college bars. If you're struggling to find one, you can reach out to one of us and we'll make sure you get one. Normally there's boxes in the library, in the learning zone, but the best place to get it at the minute would be your college bar.
Oh, nice.
Although we're starting to run out, so make sure you get it quick.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because we are, people are just really
You've
interested
got to run
in Scan.
on.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Can people actually get like a Scan subscription and subscribe to you guys?
That's a brilliant idea, Siri. And
Have I just
I'll
thought of
look
a new
into
thing?
that. We could deliver them, couldn't we, to people who are interested?
Yeah, you should. I think you definitely should.
Would you want a Scan subscription?
I would want a
All right,
Scan
I'll make sure there's one
subscription.
in the LA1 office every morning for you.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, so Michael, we need to chat about brainwaves. We were on brainwaves together. So
well, where do we begin?
Where do we begin? So Craig,
what is brainwaves? First of all,
what is brainwaves, Michael? How would you
describe
it?
What is brainwaves?
How are you really a first year?
Yeah.
Wow, they really have thrown you in, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
They start us young these days.
So it's the Bowrig quiz show, which I found out when I was on it.
Yeah.
It was hosted by George
Sanderson and
Bethany Crow, who's also the editor of Scan.
Yeah.
Just a good bit of fun, wasn't it? Don't know if you can listen back to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it going to be podcasted?
I hope so.
I hope
something
so.
I'll listen to every night.
It was really close towards the end because we tied twice at the end.
In those general knowledge questions, you really upped your game.
I did.
It was Scan versus LA1.
Oh, I did.
So I was representing Scan, being one of the most intelligent people in Scan. I represented Scan.
I don't know why they chose me for LA1 TV, if I'm honest. I think I was the only one that was free at the time. But yeah, I did surprisingly well, like during the general knowledge.
I thought you did very well. It was a slow start, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Bit of a slow start for your team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we got no points in the first round, so I thought, 100%, me and Louise were going to lose.
And then all of a sudden...
we have lost this.
Is it happening again next year? Is it an annual event?
I think it's more than an annual. I think it's a weekly show.
It's a weekly show,
wow,
but it was only LA1 TV versus Scan.
Special.
Oh, okay, it was a special edition.
Don't let that ever happen again.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that should become an annual thing.
It could be, yeah. Maybe each of the student media should have a...
This is becoming an ideas couch at the moment.
Media. I feel like we're just
brainstorming
ideas. Like, this is great. We should have like more meetings together and just like...
Yeah, because obviously student media membership is available as joint membership for £10. So if you wanted to do all three student medias, three student medias, that's £10.
Yes.
Or £5 just for one.
Yes.
And do you think you get your money's worth, Siri?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I mean, £10 is nothing. The amount of opportunities that student media has to offer you, it is a steal. £10 is a steal.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
I know that last year we went to 2 conferences with Scan. There's the big annual Student Publication Association conference, Spank, which was really good fun. And then there was a conference in London as well, which was awesome. Got to meet some great journalists.
Yeah, was that the NUS conference?
Yeah, the NUS and Amnesty Media Summit. which was brilliant. I know there was a few people from LA1 there as well.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I actually got the opportunity to go last year, and I can honestly say that conference changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. I actually got a job from it.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
because the NUS actually have like a student journalist
Yeah, of
job on
course,
the
yeah.
side that you can do with your degree, and I applied for it and managed to get it as a multimedia journalist. So my term is almost up now. But
I've seen
yeah,
some
it
of
was,
your saw your video on healthy eating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, that was me.
It really inspired me to eat
Aw,
healthier. I have to
thanks.
say. Yeah, well, when we were at the Amnesty Summit, got to
Yeah.
interview the president of the NUS as well, which was
Yeah,
really
Wow.
cool.
yeah.
And she told me about that. She said, "Why don't one of you go for it? You get a free ticket to NUS conference." And I thought,
Oh my gosh,
Can't
wait, did I
argue
have
with
a
that.
free ticket? And I just
I mean,
didn't go?
that did not persuade me. NUS conference.
Oh.
That's probably not
I think
my.
I missed out on a chance then.
I don't know
'cause-
if missed out is the
Yeah.
best phrase when it comes to NUS conference. Get the impression it's a very long,
Yeah.
drawn out, overly political conference.
Yeah. Oh.
But the
yeah.
point is
But the
that
point
if you get your membership and if you join any of the student media teams, what you're going to get out of it is so much more than
Definitely.
the money that you
Yes.
put in.
Yes,
if you're willing
definitely.
to work for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially even if you don't want to go into journalism, it's a great chance to meet friends, meet people, have fun,
Yeah.
and just get your work out there a little bit. Try something new.
Exactly.
Have you paid your joint student
healthy
membership?
rivalry.
So
I'm gonna do it straight after this.
straight after.
Yes.
Yeah. But thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Michael. So here's a look at what is going to come up on campus this week.
Yeah. So tomorrow there is a 6-a-side football match on the 3G pitch. If you want to get involved, then email j.l-callaway@lancaster.ac.uk.
On Saturday, there's the Role Playing Society, and they're putting on a full live-action role-play adventure from at 10 a.m. at and the Cycling Club are holding the first spinning session at 10:50 a.m. in the Train Together Fitness Studio in Lancaster.
Nice. And also on Saturday, MedSoc are hosting their Freshers Ball at Lancaster House Hotel at 7 p.m, where tickets will cost £35.
Mountaineering and Hiking Club have their first day trips of the year on Sunday to Scout Crag and Langdale, where they will leave at 8:30 a.m.
And there's an event for Black History Month on Monday with a Kizomba class, which is open to everyone, and that's a dance class. And so that's it for today's episode of Good Morning Lancaster.
We hope everyone had a great week, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.